Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Something that was sent to me that you might find kind of interesting here. I'm just going to do a separate video on it. It's kind of lengthy. It's Hillary executed at GITMO. Now we know she was executed a long time ago. And this is from Yandex. And so here's what it says. Hillary executed. I thought this alert of HRC's death would have been pleasing. I don't know. Somehow it is saddening. Her life, plus all of Omni's too many to number, abused children's lives, would have been so much better if Hillary had not diverted to this sick foolishness. I can only imagine how greater the normal American's life could have been if she only put half as much effort into doing God's work. Anyway, this report was on today's Before It's News website. Now, it was submitted back in April 27, 2021. So Hillary Rodham Clinton was hanged at Guantanamo Bay Monday night. Her death, the culmination of an operation that began on March 2nd when U.S. Navy SEALs on Donald J. Trump's authority arrested the disgraced politician in her Chappaqua, New York mansion. After a 5-day tribunal at the world's most infamous detention center, a 3-officer panel found Clinton guilty of murder, accessory to murder, treason, child trafficking, and other high crimes. Clinton, who had refused counsel, had uttered nary a word throughout the proceedings and had taken Vice Admiral John G. Hancock's sentence of death with an unflinching gaze. The hanging took place at 9:05 p.m. at once after taps, which marks the start of quiet hours on U.S. military bases across the globe. The world is about to sleep quieter tonight, Vice Admiral John G. Hancock said to a small assembly that included 3 Joint Chiefs of Staff and, notably, Donald J. Trump, who, garbed in his typical dark suit and crimson tie, had arrived at Gitmo earlier in the day. Michael Pompeo and former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani flanked him, both men having played an integral role in amassing evidence against Clinton. So under military guard, a shackled Hillary Clinton was escorted from Camp Delta detention block to gallows made of steel latticework with a downward swinging door beneath her feet that the Army Corps of Engineers had erected in a clearing near Windward Point Lighthouse on Gitmo's southern edge. Affixed to a steel beam was a rectangular box and 5 circular red buttons protruding from the case. In front of each button stood a uniformed soldier. Atop the platform, another soldier slipped a braided noose around Clinton's neck. Vice Admiral Hancock addressed the execution detail. When I say ready, and not one moment before, you will poise your left index finger in front of the button. You will keep it hovered there until I say execute. And then you 5 must simultaneously press your button. Only one of the 5 buttons will trigger the door, and none of you will ever know which button that was. Do you understand these instructions? Yes, sir, the 5 bellowed in unison. A chaplain and a physician climbed the 13 steps leading to the top of the platform and stood beside the soldier who was checking to ensure the noose was secure around Clinton's neck. Below them, Vice Admiral Hancock asked if Clinton wanted last rites or had any final words. Clinton broke silence. I'm Hillary Clinton. You can't do this to me, she said, her voice a witch's cackle. It's already done, Donald J. Trump shouted up at her. Ready. Vice Admiral Hancock nodded at the execution detail. After a moment's pause, he gave the execute order. The soldiers pressed their buttons, and the grate beneath Clinton's feet swung open. Her legs and feet, still shackled at the ankles, twitched a moment or two, then stopped. The rope was cut, and Clinton's lifeless body lay sprawled in a damp patch of grass. The physician present checked her vitals and declared her dead. A confidential source involved in Trump's mission to obliterate the deep state said the overall mood was somber and melancholy. There was no celebration, no jubilation, just an atmosphere of contentedness and acknowledgement that what had to be done was done. The nature of her crimes overshadowed celebratory thought, but a 4-decade reign of terror had come to an end. As much as Trump hated her, this was purely business. He cares about the children who suffered at her hands more than he cares about what she did to him. Yes, her demise sends a signal to the deep state, but Trump knows there are many more to go, and he won't celebrate till the job is done, her source said. For tomorrow's rosary, I will pray that Chelsea picks up the standard that was taken from her mom by Saul Alinsky and turns to God, thereby counter-inverting her crucifix. Unbelievably, I turned as nasty as the other side, forgetting that when it is all over, America must heal this divide. Spiking the ball in the face of our opponent after a touchdown is not soothing, but inflammatory. How sad this was to fall into the deep state hate trap. In the future, my commitment to a good sportsman like policy is essential. God bless. And is it all true? I don't know. Sounds like it could be. And just take it for what it's meant to be. And it's anyway, it's done. We know she's gone, and no, I mean I feel a sigh of relief that it was done a long time ago. But this individual's right. There's a lot more to go, and there's many who have already been executed, and there's many more to go, especially at our level here. They need to go. That's all for now. God bless y'all. Have a good day. Bye-bye now.